guys, it's Rosie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a video that I'm so excited to make. It is about my breast reduction surgery, which I had gotten done a little over a month ago. So I originally wanted to make a video of the recovery process and what it was like while I was going through it. But the first thing I'm gonna say is the recovery's tough. Not so much pain-wise. It really was not that painful. I will say the recovery pain-wise never went over like a 4 or a 5, honestly, which is really nothing even compared to my wisdom teeth surgery. I would say my wisdom teeth removal was so much more painful than breast reduction recovery. It's more just after you have anesthesia, it makes you really weak and just kind of sick feeling. So I was planning on vlogging that whole first week, but I just did not feel up to it. I was just really weak. I didn't even feel great. Just like holding up the phone didn't feel good. I was really afraid of like pulling something or popping something. So I figured I would make this video now, kind of recapping the recovery, talking about it a little bit. Please feel free to leave any comments below. I will definitely get back to you if you have any questions, comments, concerns. So let's get into it. So I had my breast reduction on December 18th, 2018. It's now the end of January 2019. I was really terrified for this surgery. I was so scared. Like I said, I've had my wisdom teeth removed, that under twilight sedation. This was like my first time going under full-blown anesthesia. But I knew I really needed this surgery. I was having way too many issues because of my breasts. They were just pulling on my shoulders. You can see I still have a shoulder indent right here from where my bra strap would pull. They were really heavy, so I decided I needed to get this surgery. I want to remind everyone watching this that every surgeon is different. Everybody has different recovery instructions. Their surgeons want them to do different things. Don't base your recovery off of what I'm saying. Yours could be totally different. It could be similar. So for me, I couldn't eat or drink anything 12 hours before surgery. My surgeon did want me to drink 2.5 water bottles at 11 p.m. the night before surgery. And that was so that way when you get to surgery the next day, you're not super dehydrated. It's easier to get the IV in, which makes sense because a lot of people, I'm sure, don't think to drink a ton of water before they have to stop drinking and eating. So I had to be at the surgery center at 6 in the morning. It was very early. Surprisingly, I wasn't all that nervous when I got there. The nurses are just so sweet and they really ease your fears and you're kind of excited when you get there. At least I was. I found that being around other people that were about to have surgery was really putting me at ease. My surgery was done in an outpatient surgery center, so I had surgery and I went home after. Surgery was expected to take 3 hours and it actually took 4.5 hours. And that is because my surgeon actually didn't realize how much tissue he was going to have to remove. So my surgeon removed over 4 pounds of breast tissue from my chest. He said it was very heavy, very dense. He took out over 1,000 grams from each side, which is a lot. After surgery, I woke up in the surgery center. I definitely was nauseous. They did put a nausea patch behind my ear before surgery. I woke up and I was really nauseous. I did throw up 2 times and I felt better after that. So I went home and honestly, for pretty much the first week, I just I slept. I slept so much, which is so important. Your body's recovering and you just went through a major surgery. I was instructed to shower 48 hours post-op, so 2 days later. That shower was really hard for me. It was my first time taking off the surgical bra, taking out the gauze, actually seeing myself. And even if you think you'll be okay, I highly recommend having someone really close by for your first shower after surgery. So my shower was okay. I thought I was okay. And then I noticed right when I was beginning to step out of the shower, when I was done with the shower, I basically felt like I was gonna pass out. Everything started getting black, tunnel vision. I had to lay down. I felt like I was gonna get sick. Blood and medical things really don't bother me. I've never been bothered by blood or anything like that. I think it's more your brain is having a tough time processing, seeing a part of your body totally changed and different and botched up. I was extremely swollen. I had the lollipop method done, which is a scar around the nipple and down, rather than a scar around the nipple down and underneath, which is the anchor incision. But for some reason, I find that with the lollipop incision, there's a lot of swelling, so my breasts were totally crazy shaped. After I lay down for a little bit, I felt a lot better, but definitely those first couple of showers, have somebody with you. My surgeon instructed me to wash my breasts with any soap, basically. He said I didn't have to use antibacterial soap. If I wanted to, I could, but I didn't have to. So what I ended up doing was using an antibacterial soap for the first week. I would take some antibacterial soap and put it in a cup, with warm water and kind of make like a little soapy mixture, and I would just pour it over my breasts and then rinse them, so that way I didn't really have to like touch the incisions. I feel like that method of washing them was really, really helpful, and it also helped for all the water and soap to get underneath the breast, and just it kind of reached everywhere when you were pouring it on. So my first time leaving the house after surgery was, I think, 3 or 4 days post-op. I felt okay. I, again, really wasn't having pain, so I figured I would go out to dinner. It was really close by. The car ride wasn't too bad. I did have a pillow. I highly recommend having a pillow in your car right after surgery for at least the first few weeks, because you don't really want the seatbelt resting and pulling on them. So I went to dinner 3 days post-op, and I felt great. But I will say that I felt a little worse after going out. I feel like even if you feel okay, it's worth just staying home for that first at least week and a half. I feel like you're kind of in bad shape, even if you don't realize or feel it. I noticed every time I would try to go out and do something, I was like dead after, and I was just in bed and feeling sore. So I kind of wish that I didn't try to go out as much as I did, and it really was only a couple times just to go out to eat, just to get out of the house a little bit. And of course, and I wasn't driving at that point, my fiance was driving, but I still just didn't feel great being out. So 10 days post-op was my first post-op appointment with my surgeon. I ended up getting a reaction to, or we think it's the surgical bra. The material of the surgical bra was pretty rough, and I have really sensitive skin. So when I had my post-op appointment, that was right after I started developing a lot of redness on my breasts, but you could tell it wasn't an infection. You could tell it was a skin issue, and they were really, really itchy because of that. So my surgeon had me actually take off the bra. He said that if I wanted to, I could put on a comfy sports bra, like one of those cotton ones, but he said that I could go braless at that point. A lot of surgeons, that's not the case. I find a lot of people who get the surgery have to wear a bra like 24/7 for the first like 6 weeks or so, but every surgeon is different, and my surgeon said that I could go without a bra. The second I stopped wearing that bra and started applying hydrocortisone to the rash, it cleared up really fast and felt so much better. And ever since then, I pretty much don't wear a bra when I'm around the house, and I do wear like a really thin sports bra when I'm going out. I'm now 1 month post-op, and I'm feeling really good. It is a really long recovery. It took me until like three and a half weeks post-op to feel like myself again. Something a lot of people don't talk about after the surgery is it really messes with your emotions, and I don't know why this happens. I think it may be a drop in hormones after getting breast tissue removed, but for example, I was crying at every little thing. I remember I dropped a bottle of shower gel onto my foot in the shower, and I just bursted into tears, and that's 100% not me at all. So if you're feeling a little that way after surgery, don't worry about it. It will go away. I'm completely back to myself now. I am definitely still swollen and sore. The swelling takes up to 6 months to go away. So my breasts are still a little bit torpedo shaped is the kind of swelling that I have right now. And they definitely are going down a little bit each day. The soreness is still there, but I don't really feel it unless I'm like touching them. I'm not cleared yet to go back to exercising or anything like that, but I do have my second post-op appointment in about a week, and my surgeon probably at that point will clear me to go back to exercising, probably to go back to my normal routine. The best advice I can give is just to rest as much as you can. It's so important. I, at 2 weeks post-op, was feeling very down. I was kind of like, why am I not feeling better? When can I open my vitamin bottles by myself, my medicine bottles? When can I feel okay reaching the cabinet, getting my own plate, cutting my own food? There was one point at about 2 weeks post-op, maybe even 2.5 weeks, that I tried to cut my own food, and I felt a little pull in my breast. It didn't feel good, so immediately I stopped and I started letting my fiance do everything for me again. Even putting on your own socks and shoes is hard, so just make sure you have a lot of help. You don't realize how many things you use your muscles in this area for. I needed help with so much. My first day back to work was 20 days post-op. I'm a freelance makeup artist, and I booked my first job for then, and I 100% could not lift my heavy makeup kit, but I was able to grab just what I needed and put it in 2 tote bags that were both equally not so heavy. I basically packed really, really light for this job. I still don't think I could lift anything really heavy, nor am I supposed to. This surgery has been so life-changing. I can't even begin to describe it. If you're thinking about getting this surgery and you're scared of surgery in general and that's stopping you, I seriously recommend just just doing it. It's so easy the day of surgery. It's like the recovery actually has been more of the annoying part of this surgery rather than the day of surgery. You don't realize how much better you feel not having so much weight on your chest, or even just the freedom of being able to run to Target right now if I want to and not have to put on a bra. I'm gonna stand up and show you guys what my shirt looks like right now. I'm not wearing a bra, and I could leave the house braless, which has never, ever been a luxury that I've had in life, which it shouldn't be a luxury. It should be kind of a normal thing that, you know, most people probably take for granted. But when you have such large breasts, it's definitely like, it's almost like a curse. And then when you get the surgery, the curse has been lifted. You feel free. So this is me wearing a shirt without a bra. They are very average sized. They are still very swollen. They still look a little big in some shirts because of the swelling, but that will go down. It's so crazy just being able to grab a sports bra off of the shelf in Target and not have to worry about it not fitting. My breasts, they stay up, they stay where they're supposed to be. I take off my bra at the end of the day and they stay. It's amazing. A lot of people had questions for me regarding insurance on my last video that I made before getting the surgery, which I actually took down because I figured I would just put this video up instead. I paid out of pocket for my surgery just because I really wanted to use the surgeon that I used. He doesn't work with insurance companies, but I do have an opportunity to be reimbursed by my insurance. I just have to get the paperwork from him at my next appointment to submit to insurance. I'm going to insert a before and after picture before I got my surgery. I honestly don't know what bra size I was. I had a bathing suit that was an F, a 36F. I was actually wearing a 40 triple D bra from Torrid, which was definitely my wrong size. I would say I was more of an F, maybe even an H. They were really big and I was really in denial. My size now, I would say right now that they're swollen, they're probably a D. I think when the swelling goes down, they're gonna be a C or maybe a small D, but what matters is that they stay lifted, they're not heavy. So please let me know if you guys have any questions at all. I'm more than happy to answer any. To anyone who's considering this surgery, I can't recommend it enough. It's definitely the most life-changing decision that I've ever made in my entire life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.